Back to our top story, political killings are on the rise, especially in KwaZulu-Natal. To discuss this further, I'm joined by Xubera Institute Associate Researcher Futhi Sibiya from our Durban studio. Thanks for your time, sir. We appreciate it. We've seen 3 killings this weekend alone, believed to be politically motivated. Why is this happening so easily?
It's $1 million question, isn't it? I think it comes down to we have not done enough to address the criminality issue. The consequences of these killings are not being visited on anyone, and there is no incentive for people stopping to do as they wish. It speaks to the level of loss of control that we have come to in terms of criminality.
What's the motivation behind these attacks? We've had several, possible reasons as to why these attacks are happening. What do you think this is?
Well, more and more there is a growing consensus that behind it, it's not, as much as we are referring to them as political killings, they are actually economic opportunity competition. We have been debating this, it's been established. And what probably needs to happen is to discuss what then do we do with them. And the view is one that says we need to fix the problems that cause that politics becomes such an important economic opportunity for our people. We need to start looking at how do we create opportunities and career ladders for people whose political office is coming to an end. What do they move to, so that people do not have to feel that they need to stay in power at all costs, even to the cost of human lives.
So setting up a commission to investigate these murders is one thing, but political parties, as you point out, need to act to make sure that people get these positions properly.
Definitely. That's the one part. As one, we have to make sure that there's consequences for criminal action, whether it is by a politician or it is by a common criminal. Number 2, we then have to ensure that we put systems in place that are going to give us a sophisticated population, sophisticated society that's going to elect and nominate into office people that have a career beyond politics. Because as long as we have people that do not have opportunities outside of politics, they will want to stay in political positions and political power for reasons that are not related to politics and making people's lives better, but for reasons that are related to keeping their economic position stable.
What more can government do? I mean, we had the Morani Commission of Inquiry. It's coming up with recommendations and findings that it's handing over to the Premier this week. And then you, of course, have the ANC saying it's launched its own investigation. Is there anything else that can be done, or do we just watch this play out like it is?
Look, I'm glad you're asking this question, and I think it's a question that we need to engage with more and more. I believe that one of the things that we need to do is to get our communities better educated. Because as long as we celebrate success, even if it's ill-gotten success, there is going to continue to be an incentive for people to get success at whatever cost. Number 2, if we were to ensure that there is deliberate programs that are intended at ridding our communities of all the criminality, so that people that are criminals become outcasts in society, so that it does not become normal to be a criminal, so that the society is the most active form of fighting against criminality rather than leaving it up to government. We need to ensure that our society is educated, our society is galvanized, our society is inspired, is motivated to really want to get rid of these criminal acts. As long as we celebrate success by means that include criminality, criminality is not going to stop. We're going to find it in every aspect of our lives.
You know, you think of political killings and you think about apartheid. How far back is this taking us as a society, especially in the political space, that we still talk about this so openly today?
It indicates that we have missed an opportunity. At the end of apartheid, when we should have ensured that we also educated each other and our communities what it means to live and be free, what it is that we need to be free from as well. Because to be free from apartheid and not be free from criminality is not a greatest of benefit. So it's a missed opportunity. It does take us back. It takes us back to a time where it was just dangerous to be. It was dangerous to exist. It was dangerous to have an opinion. And the the saddest part of this is it's going to discourage good people from entering into politics, and which means the quality of people that are going to be prepared to go into politics is not going to be the greatest, because people that have options outside of politics will not want to risk their lives for this. It's a sad loss of opportunity, and it's something that we should really do something about. Not to give debate name, is it political, is it criminal? Let's say, how do we galvanize society to express their dislike for what's going on and act?